Hello everybody, welcome to another diary entry. It's Renee. Today is the 12th day of Vlogmas, and here I am with an update in regards to my divorce journey. If you're not following me, if you want to watch the previous videos, in the very beginning of my channel, I discussed that I am filing for divorce from my husband of 34 years. And we're using a divorce center. We're not going through attorneys. As we sold the marital home over the summer, we split the proceeds, and I'm not asking for any spousal support, which is probably stupid on my part. And I'm not giving him anything as well. And yeah, so today is the day that we got all the papers notarized. So he has been officially served, and we filled out the affidavits that needed to be done, and we had all the paperwork that up to this step has to be notarized. We did that tonight. So the next step is for me to drop it off at the post office tomorrow, which I will be doing after work. Once the courts get it, I believe that is when they will issue me a court date in order to finalize the divorce if all my paperwork is in order, which I believe it will be. And if not, then I'll revisit it and get it done so it can be completed in the new year. I don't think we'll be divorced by the end of the year, because I kind of delayed this step due to being sick, number one. My mom, number two, was in the hospital, and she was sick. And then number three, the Thanksgiving holiday, our son was here for a week. So that delayed the process of me getting together with him and getting it notarized, basically. So we have a notary friend, and to hook up with her and get her to do it. We just were able to get it done tonight. So that's what we did tonight over dinner. Well, before dinner, we took care of all that, and then we had dinner together. And, you know, it's kind of bittersweet, sad. Even though I'm initiating the divorce, you know, I can't get past the mistrust or the trust issues that I have with him. So I just don't think I can be married to someone that I can't trust anymore. And it's weird because I still spend time with him. I still love him. I still care for him. But I don't think I could be married to him anymore. And I don't think I can live with him anymore. And if he finds somebody else that he can be truthful with and that he can straighten himself out with, then I'll be happy for him. But for me, I you know, too much water has passed under the bridge, or whatever that term is, for me to overcome, you know, what was done within the last decade of our marriage. And, you know, I have issues with trusting people. And once you break my trust, then pretty much it's a done deal. And, you know, I have been seeing a therapist. I've been trying to work through that. We did try marriage counseling. He walked out on that. And, you know, at that point I figured it was over. And that was over a year ago when that happened. Yeah, well over a year and a half ago, when we were doing marriage counseling and he walked out on that meeting. So there's that. So yeah, it's bittersweet. And we were talking a little bit at dinner after we signed everything, and I said, well, I guess all good things must come to an end. And he's like, yeah, I didn't think it would come to an end like this. It would have came to an end of one of us passing away. That's how he was like, till death do us part. So that's a little sad to hear. And that's the way I thought too. He was my ride or die. And then, I'm trying to think what else he said that like really stuck with me. I just had it in my brain, then it like just left. Oh, he thought that I said, well, what did you think would happen when all this stuff was going down? And did you think that I was always going to be accepting of it or stick with you or whatever? And he goes, I didn't think there would be any repercussions or any, he didn't think it would end this way. He thinks that I would have stayed for the long haul, regardless of how I was being treated or what he was doing, within our marriage, and that I would just accept it and that there would be no repercussion for him, that it would be like status quo. It would just go on and on and on. He didn't feel that his actions would end up to where it ended our marriage. And I'm not saying that I'm not at fault on anything, because I'm sure I could have been a better wife at times, absolutely. I'm not a perfect person, but I did show my loyalty, my devotion. I believe that he could trust me 100%. I never did anything to give him any indication that he could not trust me. I stood through him through his sickness, and I tried. I really did. And it's just really, really sad. So the next step is I go to the post office tomorrow and I put it in the mail to the courthouse. And then I believe I get my court date for the divorce to be granted. So there's that. There's that. So that's my my update for today. So we did have dinner together, and then we were talking on the way home, driving back to the apartments. And we were talking about the drone situation here in New Jersey. So apparently there's all this talk now through like the government or the senators or the mayors or the governor. They're trying to like get somebody to like look into this. And so now we're driving around on the way home and we're looking in the sky. I mean, it was to the point we pulled over into a parking lot and I'm like, that's not an airplane. That's a drone. That's a drone. And he's like, yeah, that doesn't look like an airplane. And we're in a very busy airspace, mind you. We are right outside Philadelphia International Airport. So I know what planes look like. We lived in a flight path at both our houses that we lived in when we were together. And we're still in a flight path in this apartment complex. So I know what planes look like. I know what helicopters look like. I know what medic helicopters look like. I know how they sound. Tonight, there were drones out. No joke. No joke. So I don't know what the government's doing or why they're not looking into this, or if they are and they're just keeping it hush hush. But something is like not right. And a lot of people here are like generally concerned. Like seriously, they're concerned. I have the goofy thought, like, okay, I'm going to bed tonight. I'm going to sleep. Am I going to wake up? Like, is it going to be like World War III when I wake up? Or am I going to be dead? Or like, what's going on? Like, where are these drones coming from? And why are they in this area? Now, I'm not getting political, but Trump has he has a house or something in Bedminster, New Jersey, which is north of us. And I believe it's a golf course, like resort area. And that's where I believe he resides, besides in New York. And then also when he goes to Washington, when he takes over the presidency. So I don't know, like all this is coming from the election because it just started happening in mid to late November. So we're weeks into this now. So who knows? But it's just bizarre. So that was our excitement tonight. Besides signing our documents, we were talking about the drones. And my husband always thought that he was from another planet. I'm like, well, maybe they're coming to get you. Maybe the aliens are coming to get you tonight, or sometime, or whatever. They're scoping it out. And he's like, yeah. He goes, this is just really weird. And I'm like, that's not a plane. They're flying low, okay. And I know we're in a fly zone to go into the airport. But these things are not moving like an airplane would move. and their lights are different, and there's very little noise. You know, a jet sound. It's not that. So I don't know. So I know a couple viewers made some comments a couple videos back when I talked about it. I'm curious to know if you see this video, are you still having the issue of drones in your area? I think somebody was out in Illinois area. So I'm curious to know if you're not in New Jersey, or if you are, wherever you're at, are you seeing drones? Is there drones in your area? Let me know. Anyway, so that's it. It's going to be a short video tonight. Vlogmas, I can tell you, is tiring. To come up with like something to talk about and discuss, and, you know, giving you a little bit of different information or subject matter, or, you know, making it interesting for you, it's a hard thing. And especially for a new vlogger on YouTube, I don't have the following to, you know, engage with different subjects where I know my subject audience. So it's kind of a little bit weird for me. So I'm making it. This is day 12, so I'm good. But I don't know if I'm going to make it till Christmas. So don't be mad if I miss a video or two, or if they're boring. I got nothing. So this weekend, like I said, yesterday's video, I was going to go to my booths, and maybe I'll do some video there so you could see that and how I'm setting it up or whatever. Tomorrow night is Friday, or tomorrow's Friday, so it's the end of the work week, yay. And yeah, I'll see what I come up with tomorrow's video. But other than that, that's all I got. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, and we're almost to Friday and the weekend. Hopefully you don't have to work the weekend and you can enjoy yourself. If you do have to work, I'm sorry. And hopefully you have some time off really, really soon. So anyway, enjoy the evening, and thank you for stopping by my little channel. And for this diary entry, sorry it wasn't a little bit more and not more exciting, but this is it. This is my life. It's my diary entry for today. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.